What is up, you guys? It is your boy Judd here from Puma Plow. Welcome back to another Farming Simulator 19 video, of course, here on the farms of Madison County. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the video. I appreciate you guys clicking on it. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope everybody had a good weekend. It's now, well, it's Tuesday. It's 12:30 in the morning for me, but it's still Tuesday. I hope everybody had a great weekend, and I had a long and very tiring weekend, which we will talk about. It was a good weekend, but very long and tiring. But it was definitely a good weekend. Yeah, I appreciate you guys clicking on the video. I don't know. Well, welcome in. So first things first, I just checked the comments from the last video. Literally just was in the comment section last vid. Rob, the Fortnite stream, I may put that on YouTube. I hear that you said there was no sound on it on Twitch, which makes sense because I was playing music. Or was I? I think I was. I had to have been, otherwise they would not have done that, right? So yeah, possibly, maybe if you say please, I might do it. And in fact, if you I'll probably do it. Just yeah, I'm not sure when, but I can see putting it out there because it was fun. We had a good time, and that's really all that matters, right? So there's that. I'm saying a lot in this video. I don't like that. Why can I not pick these bales up? I tried to pick these bales up in the other video, or maybe it was on the live stream. I tried to pick these bales up in the live stream. Couldn't do it. It was these same three bales. These same three bales, just causing all kinds of ruckus, boys. All kinds of ruckus. The other comment was, Rob, you said do a vlog from the farm show. Well, I tried. I tried. But then I remembered one very key thing about your boy trying to vlog. I'm horribly embarrassed. Not embarrassed. Not used to talking to a camera in front of people. And I know that sounds really dumb, but it's the truth. I'm not used to, oh boy, this is not good. We're teetering here. I'm not used to that, like, you know, talking in front of people to a camera. That's not something that's normal for me, okay? I sit in my room and I talk to you guys. I know it's weird. I'm talking to nobody right now while I'm recording this, but I know there's going to be people that are going to watch this, obviously. Maybe watch me struggle with these bales. But I just had, like, I don't want to call it anxiety, but like, I don't know. I couldn't talk to the camera as much as I wanted to. And like, hey, this is what's going on, and this is what this is, that kind of stuff, you know? So what I will tell you is there will be a video. There may be some voiceover explanations about things, or we might just roll the audio that we captured. Because we did capture audio, I guess. I haven't gone through the footage yet. I'm giving myself a little breather. Not really, just trying to catch up on some sleep from this weekend. And then I'll jump into the footage sometime later this week, is what I'm planning on doing. I have reviewed my drone video. Drone video is awesome. The stuff that I've looked at so far, I haven't looked at all of it. I haven't sat there and watched every second of it, but what I've thumbed through and looked at, it's awesome. So there's that. So there will be a video from the farm show. It's just not gonna be as vloggy as I wanted. I wanted it to be more like, honestly, a Bill's T-Max video where he goes to a farm show. That's what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be like that, but that just didn't happen. The other thing about the farm show is, you know, we had 2 golf carts. There were 6 of us that went from out of my, like, immediate family, basically, and well, my buddy Zach, he's basically family. So there were 6 of us that went. And I'm not gonna lie, most of the show I felt very rushed. We had to go here, we had to do this, we couldn't just stop and get footage. Does that make sense? And you know, we got there at a little after, it was almost 9 o'clock in the morning, and we left the show at 5 o'clock, and I felt like we didn't stop at all that whole time. The other thing about filming, I was actually trying to conserve a little bit on my filming, be a little bit conservative, because Zachary, if you watch this video, I'm sorry, bud, but I have to throw you under the bus here. My good buddy Zach, who happens to have the same GoPro camera as your boy, the Hero 5, decided to charge his batteries for his GoPro the night before the show, and then promptly leave them at his house. So he brought a camera, SD cards. He actually had extra SD cards. He had like two or three. I think he had two. For just his, you know, his GoPro. But he didn't have any batteries. He didn't have any way to power the camera. So I happen to have, I have 4 GoPro batteries. So of course I helped him out because, you know, that's what friends do, right? I mean, no big deal. But that meant that I had to kind of watch what I was doing a little bit to a point. Just because, you know, yeah, had to provide battery for him. So there's that. The other thing was just, it was really awkward, holding a camera, pointing it at myself and trying to talk to it when I can see like a ton of people staring at me. Even just holding my GoPro camera, driving around the golf cart, you know, point A to point B to, like, you know, whatever, just get around the farm show. I would, you know, my GoPro, yeah, it has like, I have like a tripod thing on the bottom that to hold on to, help steadies this, you know, it helps to steady the shot a little bit. Just better grip having this thing on there. And then on top of the camera, I have a ridiculously sized microphone. The microphone's not that big. It's the industry term dead cat, the windsock basically, that is kind of big and odd. And, you know, just carrying that around, the weird looks I would get from people over there. And, you know, I'm all about that crowd. It's a very laid back country crowd, but man, the looks they would give you, like if looks could kill, you guys would be planning a funeral. Like it was, I felt very awkward and out of place there several times, trying to talk to a camera. So there's really only one clip of me, I think, talking to the camera, and I don't know if it's even usable. It probably is not usable. Maybe like a outtake thing, but even then, like, you know, it's just, there was so much going on, it was hard to like focus and talk to the camera is what I'm trying to get at. And I'm not trying to be mean and throw anybody else under the bus besides Zach for forgetting his GoPro batteries, but it was just like, it was a lot. I've already told my father next year we need to go for 2 days. The first day just needs to be like me and him, and that's it, because he's relaxed, he's calm, he's chill. Some of the other people we were with were very wound up and animated about things, and like, we need to hurry up and get to this, we need to go here, we need to go there, it's too hot, I'm done with this show, like just stuff like that. You know, I can take the heat, and you know, some people can't take the heat, and you know, have to go sit in a car for an hour or something, just run the air conditioner. It's like, that's not good. But I mean, it was hot, don't get me wrong, it was brutal. It was brutally hot over there. That's probably some of it also on my end. When I get hot like that, I do kind of shut down as far as filming. You know, I don't really want to sweat all over the camera and stuff, you know, so. But it was fun. It was a good farm show. We left the house about 7 o'clock in the morning. We got some breakfast basically on the road. Got to the farm show right before 9 o'clock, I guess. Well, maybe right about 9 o'clock, because by the time we actually got out of town, it was, you know, a little later than we wanted to be, of course, but that's okay. And then yeah, so by the time we got out of town and everything, it would have been, you know, yeah, so we got there about 9 o'clock or so. And we, like I said, we left at 5 o'clock. The tractor pull doesn't start till 7. And I don't know when they run the steamers in the tractor pull. Probably towards the end, because it's like the finale of the day is the steamer on, you know, on the sled, which is pretty cool. I've seen videos and stuff. It's pretty neat, but you just get to a point where it's like, I need a break. It's too hot. And we got to the point by 5 o'clock. So I would have loved to have stayed later for the tractor pull and stuff, but we just couldn't do that. Yeah, I need to work on for next year, guys. There's a couple things I can already identify. One, I need a different camera. And I know that's going to sound weird, but I need a different camera. A GoPro is an action camera. A GoPro is not a camera you say set on a tripod to film tractors plowing. It's the camera you put down in the furrow and let them plow over. Wait, no pun intended. I lost a camera like that once or something. Darn it. I didn't mean it like that, but you know what I mean. Like, a GoPro's just not the right camera for the job. So I probably, if we, which we're gonna go next year, I'll invest in a different camera. I really will. Like, just for the farm show, and you know, I'll use it for other stuff too. I do plan on making some farm videos this fall. I would really like to, anyway, of the little bit of harvest that there is to do around here. Maybe some tillage and stuff like that. So I would love to get back into making those kind of random farm videos that I used to make. I really enjoyed making those videos, and like I said, I would really like to get back into making those. But you know, the GoPro is just not the camera to set on a tripod and try to film anything, honestly, from a tripod. And those are the kind of shots that you just need to get, you know, like they had steam engines sitting there running like these big fans. Well, steam engines are just cool to look at when they're running, you know? So if you could literally just take a camera, set it on a tripod, have a decent microphone on top of it to capture just the audio, the chugga of the steam engine going, that's what I want. And the GoPro's just not the camera for that. So I'll probably be, you know, GoPro's great for filming, say, on the farms and, you know, putting on the head mount, stuff like that. GoPro is fantastic for that. But I can totally see getting a different camera for next year. Not anytime soon will I be purchasing a camera, but I could definitely see investing in one next year sometime. For sure. For sure. So there's that. Yeah, but like I said, you get to a point in the day where, yeah, you just kind of need to stop. And yeah, we all got to that point. We came home, we took the scenic route coming home big time. By the time we got, actually, maybe it was 6 o'clock when we left the show. Can't remember what time it was. It had to have been 6 o'clock. But we really wanted some Casey's pizza from the Casey's General Stores. It's like it's a gas station, but they serve like, or sell like really good pizza. At least in my opinion, I think it's really good. So we went to the one in the town over there, and we asked them, you know, how long to make us a couple of pizzas, and they're like 45 minutes. We're like, well, that's not gonna work. So my one brother, the one that's 5 years older than me, he was with us on the way home. He rode over in a different car, but he was with us on the way home, and he's like, hey, I'll call the next one. So he Googled, you know, found the next Casey's on our route home, and he called him and got some pizzas ordered up. So we danced around at the first one for, you know, 20 minutes or 15 minutes or something. And then we actually got to the second one a little early, so we had to wait for our pizzas to come out of the oven. And so and it was the scenic route. We didn't take like the major interstates home. We took like country roads, baby. And it was beautiful country. It was really nice. And it was good. It was a good time, you know, Dad, one brother, and Zach chilling in the truck, and just it was a good ride home. Good time and stuff. But anyway, we got home, we unloaded the truck, we had coolers with us with water and soda and Gatorade and different things. No alcoholic beverages. We don't really do that in my family, so whatever. More power to you that you do. That's just not our thing. But time we unloaded the truck and visited Zach, Zach hung out for a couple minutes, and then I don't know, it was about 8:30, 9 o'clock, I guess, or something by the time kind of got settled at the house here. And I sat in the recliner upstairs and I didn't move till about 11:30. I was gone. I was absolutely gone. I was not having it anymore. I was drained. Now, of course, it doesn't help. The night before, I only got about 3.5 hours of sleep, because I have this thing where if I have something big to do the next day, I absolutely just won't sleep. I don't want to say like nervous or anxious or something. I don't know what the hell it is, honestly. Pardon my French. I don't know what the Hannah Montana it is, but I just don't sleep. So there's that. There's that. It's very unfortunate, but it's just the way it's always been for me, honestly. Anytime there was something big to do the next day, I just wouldn't sleep. So, and then, you know, get up Sunday morning and hey, it's farm day. Let's go. So it was a very long weekend. Sunday at the farm, actually. And this is why, one of the reasons I'm not filming on the farm right now. Although I did have my camera and drone with me. It was on Sunday, but I didn't break it out. I put over 3 hours on our lawnmower Sunday. The grass down there was so out of control. And normally it takes me about 45 minutes or so to cut the grass when it's, you know, normal heaviness, let's say normal growth, you know. Well, it had been exactly 1 week since we'd cut the grass, which is normal for us, you know. Sometimes in the spring we'll cut it twice a week. A lot of times in the spring we'll end up cutting it twice a week. But we've actually been cutting it twice a week here lately. We'll go down on like Tuesday night or Thursday nights I don't stream, and we'll cut it. But we didn't do that this past week, so it was a full Sunday to Sunday instead of being cut, and I had to putt along, and I got about 15 minutes into cutting, which, okay, on a normal day would have been about 4 minutes into cutting. Took me about 15 minutes, and it started raining. So it's like, man, the grass is already wet. The crabgrass, the farm is mostly crabgrass and watergrass right now, or there's a lot of both of those, which are both junk grass if you don't already know. The farm used to be planted in K31 or Kentucky 31, really a good grass. I love the way it grows. It's a thick bladed grass. It's very drought resistant. I love it. I want to put it back. Dad's talking about putting a fescue in or something, and I was like, gersh. You know, I want my K31 back. I like the way it cuts. I like the way it grows, but anyway, not my farm. It's up to Dad. So after it was done raining, it only rained for like 15 minutes, but it's enough to screw things up, you know. I was mowing, and those of you that saw it on Instagram, actually on Sunday, I was posting in my story while I was mowing, because I was that bored because I was going so slow. That yeah, it was just like, you could have gotten a baler out and baled what I left in the field or in the yard. Like, legitimately could have baled it. It was horrible, absolutely horrible. So what I ended up doing was I cut everything once, which took me like an hour and a half. And then I actually went out the lane and did some mowing out along our lane, which there again took me a while. I don't know how long that was. It was at least an hour, because I had to mow some of that twice, because there again, it's crabgrass, and the farmers that are farming along that side of the lane aren't spraying it to keep it down. So most of the other parts of the lane get sprayed with Roundup or Liberty or whatever. So there's nothing growing there, or very little anyway. So there's that. Okay, so we're gonna leave these bales on the truck. We'll talk about the truck later and what I plan on doing there. To be completely honest with you guys, we'll talk about that. Okay, we will talk about that in a little bit. Oh, I forgot to install that header again. Jay, please don't get mad at me in the comment section, please. Jay, I forgot to install that header again. Where are our cotton harvesters at? I feel like we need to get them going or something. Oh, we needed to talk about this field. That is something that we need to do. We need to do that right now, in fact. let's drive our John Deere that we have sitting up here. We were doing a little wood cutting around field 7 on the stream I did for the sugarcane, where we started the sugarcane. I had to cut some trees down. The course play driver was driving outside the field, and it was the whole thing. So during that stream also, I was like, I gave up on trying to haul it north. And I know I think I saw some comments somewhere about like, do this, do that, or whatever. The tow behind one worked fine. It was great. But I was like, you know what? We need a bin. Let me buy this plot of land up here because I had the money. I mean, it's only worth, what's it worth? Oh, I bought this little plot too, which is 109,000, which is basically unusable land. There's houses there. And then this one's only worth 717,000. We had the money. I was like, you know what? Let me buy that. Let me buy that land real fast. 80, 81, 82, 83. I was like, let me just buy that real fast and put this bin here. Boom, put a little gravel down, away we go. I'm going to leave this bin for right now because this is planted in potatoes and field 83 is planted in sugar beets. Which leads me to Jay's comments on the last video. What's wrong with me and John? Because I'm doing crops I don't like. Well, you know, I don't know what's wrong with me. Chat, tell me. You want a list? I always tell people and they're like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, you want a list? I can give you a list. I should actually come up with a list and like have it and send it to people and they're like, what's wrong with you? Here's my list. So basically I bought this plot of land and I didn't pay attention at all what was planted. And I was like, you know what? YOLO, let's do this. So we are actually going to harvest sugar beets and back there, potatoes. I will harvest them eventually. I've got a ton of harvesting to do right now. This harvesting will be done on stream, of course, because it just makes sense to do it on stream for you guys. I will tell you the field 81, 2, and 3 over here will be one field eventually. And actually, I'm looking at this right now. Can we, how much is this? Oh, that's that whole thing. 1.3 mil, because there's like more fields that you could put into this probably if you cut some trees down and stuff, you know. But 81, 2, and 3 for now, they will become one field as soon as I get harvested. I will be cutting down trees, whatever I can along here. Obviously, I don't own that other plot, so I won't be able to cut all of them down probably. But I will be cutting down trees, removing waterways, whatever we have to do to make this one field, because it just makes sense to make this one big field out here. So yeah, you can see it's really not bad terrain in between fields. Here's a waterway here. Get rid of that in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? So we will definitely be doing this. I feel like I need to show you guys the land a little bit, but we will definitely be getting into this soon. You can tell I do have wood chips in my thingamabob here, which actually we should fold that pipe down so it doesn't put it into something random. Just saying. But yeah, all these trees, or as many of these trees as we can, will be coming out. We'll be plowing like crazy up here to make this all one field. So that's this is definitely on the agenda, boys. This is on the agenda fairly soon. As soon as I can get it all harvested, and I'll probably save all the harvest. I'll save all the work up here in this new plot of land for videos. Maybe some high speeds like potato harvesting, high speed. Wood cutting, potential high speed there. So I know you guys like high speeds. I like making high speeds. They're fun. So I get a lot of work done, obviously, in a short amount of time for you guys. Not necessarily for me, but for you guys. But this plot of land here next to 7, we're just gonna deem that unusable land. There's way too many houses and stuff out in it to really use any of the land. For right now, the bin is gonna stay here. But like I think I said in a past video, up here on the corner would be fantastic for the bin. Let's see, what's this plot now? That plot's like way big. I don't really want to take on any more land right now, but I could totally see putting the bin here. Then potentially you'd use it for say 41, 38, some of these other fields eventually. We will be taking on more land eventually. Eventually it will be a full map. And we will own it all. Eventually. Eventually. I keep saying that, don't I? Eventually. Alright, we need a tractor. And it just so happens that's the one I want right there, I think. You know what? Let's take the John Deere. Let's take a John Deere. Take the articulated John Deere. Get rid of Courseplay. Always hitting the wrong buttons, guys. We need to go work on our new fields up there real quick. I think that's what we're going to do to wrap this video up. I don't really want to get into a harvest tonight. I know that sounds kind of weird, or today, for me to say that. But I'm about to go to bed, like IRL. So I don't really want to get into a harvest just to mess up Courseplay for tomorrow. Besides, you guys have seen me harvest these fields down here. These are... Wait, I got 2 different crops planted here, don't I? Did I do that on purpose? Because I don't think I did. So, oh, excuse me, I'm choking on nothing. Soybeans up here, and then in field 8, and then the big field. I guess I did do a split crop on purpose. I don't remember. I kind of don't think I did, because I planted soybeans last time. I think I just used different seeders for different. Yeah. And by the way, this big field is not 300 acres. It's somewhere in the... Wait, don't I already have one of these hooked up somewhere? Don't I already have one of these hooked up somewhere? I guess not. Okay. It's somewhere in the 260, like 264 acres, I believe is what it actually is. So when I said 300, I was over exaggerating just a little bit, but that's okay. I didn't know. I used the, I need fuel in this tractor. Go get fuel and then we'll head down there. I used the unit convert mod to figure out how many acres, because that'll tell you. You hit shift and 1 on this new version, like this particular plow has gone over no ground since we installed that mod. So pretty cool, actually. I like that mod quite a bit. The other thing that we're probably going to do this week on stream, or at least I would like to do that, is the straw selling. I would like to set that conga line up and get that going, just because I am going to be streaming this map Tuesday, which is today, so make sure you guys tune in for that. Probably about 12:30 to 1 o'clock Central, and I'll be streaming until about 4 o'clock Central. I have to stop early. Normally I go till about 5. I have to stop a little early because I'm making pizza for dinner. And I know that's weird, I'm planning out, but you know what? Hey, it's got to be done, boys. It's got to be done. So I'm making pizza for dinner, so I got to stop early because that takes time. Because I make my dough homemade, scratch flour and yeast and water and sugar and salt and a little bit of oil. That's all that's in it. It's pretty simple and it's really good. So I'll be making homemade pizza, and yeah, so I got to stop a little bit early. But make sure you guys tune in. At least come say hi, say yo, what up. I'm from YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube, you know, stuff like that. I try to be very, very thorough about looking at chat during the daytime streams. Nighttime streams, sometimes they get hard, especially like in Minecraft. I won't lie, or Fortnite was pretty difficult. I mean, between games you can look at chat, you know, but Minecraft was very difficult, or sometimes Minecraft can be difficult if I'm focused up on a build or trying to do some redstone stuff like that. I get a little too focused sometimes on the game, and I forget about chat sometimes, but I try my best, guys. I do try my best. So there's that. Okay, so we're gonna plow our 33 and 4 fields up here. I couldn't remember what field numbers they were. We're gonna plow these bad boys. I want a bigger grass strip along there. I'm just saying, that's not enough. That's not enough. X grass and make it smaller a little bit, because it's not really real grass. It's not growable grass. I don't believe this map has been updated to 1.3 or whatever it was there in Farm Sim that made this grass growable that you could paint in, you know. We'll plow some of that back out, by the way. I just, yeah, need more grass along these trees for sure. We should probably take the trees out, but we'll get to that sometime. We will get to it sometime. But yeah, I'm actually really excited to make pizza. We had to make pizza one day last week, but my sister ended up bringing us dinner instead, so not gonna complain about free food from the sis, you know what I'm saying? I was definitely cool with that, but been looking forward to making some pizza. It's been a while, so I say it's been a while. It's only been like a couple weeks, but that's still a while for me, guys. Okay, I enjoy pizza way too much, you see, and I just want to eat it all the time. So why am I fat again? Oh wait, I eat pizza way too much. That's why. Just maybe a little. I don't know. Okay. Go this way too with it a little bit. I just don't like the idea of being so close to trees. You know what I'm saying? Just don't like that idea, guys. Like, especially, oh, this is, nope. No bueno. No bueno. He said we'll probably plow some of this back out. If I'm doing it so rough and haphazard or whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. I did my little landscaping I wanted to do this field last time or whatever. I guess this field will work. Oh, I didn't really want to do that there, but okay. All right, we can get started on this now. And I'm probably not going to get it finished because I do need to get the render process going on this video so I can go to bed tonight. I got to render and set its upload before I go to bed, so there's that. But let's go for a lap, boys. What do you say? What do you say? Let's do it. Like I said, you know, your end fields, guys, they don't have to be perfect. They do not have to be perfect, and I am okay with that. Because fields aren't necessarily perfect in real life. I mean, they're better now with GPS technology, of course, but, you know, back when my grandpa was farming, he didn't have GPS. He had his eyeballs and a steering wheel. I'm just saying. And maybe your field line's not exactly perfect, but hey, that's just the way it was back in those days, you know? And that's okay. So yes, speaking of the cotton trailer truck thing, I said I would talk about it more. Probably gonna do a bunch of that selling in a stream. That's actually a pretty good stream thing to do for me because I don't really have to focus on it too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna plow some or put some of that back with this tool because I don't like how far I went in there. Mostly because it's articulated, you know. All right, let's do that. But oh no. That was the wrong tool. I thought it was on the other tool still. Let's fix that, and then hey, we can plow it out again. How about that? Totally didn't mean to do that tool. I thought it was on paint, not landscape mode. But I think I'm gonna do a bunch of the selling process in stream time, so don't be surprised. Probably won't be in the next video, but maybe in a couple later this week if we just like show up with like millions of dollars. Because my best price to sell is all the way up north, and it's worth like more than 1,000 more. And I would just really kick myself, honestly, if I did not sell it for the higher price, you know, just because it does make sense to sell it for the higher price. Yeah, that'll work. Not perfect, but it'll work. So it would definitely make sense to sell it for the higher price. I would really kick myself if I didn't do it because it's going to set me up for a while to invest in animals. That's my goal. I want to invest in animals. I need some more land. I need the land where the animal like paddocks are because they're already all placed out there. I believe there's a bunch of them. I just have to buy the land. So it was a little bit better corner, right? A little bit, not much, but a little bit. And we will be running courseplay on this, running lots of times around and stuff, so it'll handle it. You know what I'm saying? I think this is going to be full-time cotton as well. With my other cotton fields, I think that's what I'm going to do here. One of these days we may kind of start going away from cotton just a little bit. Or, you know, we may have it in the fields and not necessarily harvest it all the time, because I have a feeling we're going to get to that point on this map where we have crop in the field that we don't necessarily harvest. You know, oh, we might get to that eventually kind of thing, because, you know, the map is growing so much, it's hard to, or it's going to get to a point. It's not there yet. And the map isn't growing. How much land we own is growing, of course. But it's going to get to a point eventually where it's like, hey, we will farm until it gets dark, and then we will fast time, and we may not necessarily get everything harvested before it gets dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a distinct possibility that something like that may happen, where it's like, hey, we'll get to that eventually, but it might take us 4 or 5 game days to get to that crop. But we'll get to it eventually. And definitely gonna have to fast time, you know, before we get to said crop, probably, because I don't like playing and definitely don't like making videos in the dark. I wish I could get rid of that tree right there, by the way. That is one of those phase through invisible trees, whatever you want to call it, that you cannot do anything with. Unfortunately. But there's that. Here I should set my GPS if I had it on this tractor. Set my GPS, nice straight line here, but I'm honestly not worried about it. If it's straight-ish, I'm okay with that. As long as it's straight enough, I'm hunky-dory with it, you know what I'm saying? We do have quite a bit of plowing to do in this field. Like I said, I'm probably not going to get it all done in this video, because I know we're in bonus time already. So I was hoping to get a lap done, but holy cow, it's getting there. So I think I saw that comment in the previous video too, when I said I don't have time for bonus time, but we're gonna do it anyway. I feel like that should be on the t-shirt somewhere. I'm just saying. Oh, that's such a very like me thing to say. Not so much like everybody thing to say, kind of, you know what I'm saying? So not a lot of people would get it, but I sure think it's funny. I don't have time for bonus time, but we're gonna do it anyway. I think that was the night where I was up against the stream, but had to get dinner done, and I had like literally hit stop recording, and Dad called me. He's like, I'm on my way home. I'm like, oh great, because I don't have dinner going yet at all. Whoopsie. That happens. Dad understands I'm busy. He knows. But I do try to, you know, have dinner on the table when he comes home. Not on the table. We don't eat in my kitchen, but at the table. That's never been our style in my family, honestly. So there's that. But yes, I guess we'll actually have to lime this field when we get done too, before we put cotton in. So we'll probably work on this field on the stream later today. But I am going to stream this map, I think, all 3 days this week. There was some grumbling about maybe, you're not grumbling, but you know what I mean. They were talking about maybe doing like a golf with your friends on Wednesday, maybe. I might do that instead of playing this map. But definitely Tuesday and Thursday during the day, I'll be playing this map on twitch.tv/Puma Plow. Links in the description. Come say hi. I would appreciate it. I love talking to you guys live. I love it. I love making YouTube videos, don't get me wrong, but there's just something special about being able to interact with everybody live. It's almost like you guys are hanging out in the room, just, you know, chilling with me. We're playing video games, you know. It's really cool. So guys, that's as far as we're gonna get around the field, and that's basically the lap outside of what I have to fix up there that I screwed up. So like I said, gonna work on this on the stream. Make sure you guys come say hi. But until then, I'm your boy John from Puma Plow. Thank you guys so much for watching another video. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, toodles.